Oh, wow. 99 across the board. All right. Dang, that's gonna be tough.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Clemson is quick to the line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally intact.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Grab near the marker, it's Armour. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the
that's not
ball.
what's right.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up at first and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able...
Catches it.
Oh, come on.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback. He makes a sure tackle. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard. The rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, And that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Quickly to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If they're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back.
Dang it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gets it inside the 10. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Fires into the end zone.
No! That was...
Number 19.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job.
Man, that sailed on him.
Guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time.
How bad was that? Might not have sailed on him that much, but I didn't want it to go that far to the left. Dang it. I wanted to go here, but I thought he was covered too well.
Always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Struggling.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
you run the slant route day one. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left.
What?
That plays nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires on the move.
Oh!
Intercepted a first half.
Oh, wow.
Momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back.
Oh, dear. This is not good.
Trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now.
Yep.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. That is
Offensive
a
line
big
can't
win for this defense as they
Against
were right
England.
there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout.
Wait, what was that?
And the third
That is not-
interception of the night. Trying to take
Just-
it back. Inside
That was not
the
what I threw to.
touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look,
I
know
am
it's
triangle
only
and I
the
went
second
somewhere
quarter,
else.
But we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is
Let's
scoring.
go down there to the guy again.
This defense on point.
No way I
reading
should
their
run
schedule,
that ball.
making big plays.
Oh my god. Oh my lantern.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Gamecocks have made a statement thus far on the road, but as we know with this program, it only matters if they win. There are no moral victories in Jacksonville. They're trailing by 11 to Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt.
Oh, that's another wrong button. That was another wrong button. That was my fault, actually.
He goes down after the short return, but
Oh, my. I meant to hit square and I hit circle.
He makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This is ugly.
Off-play action on first down. Fires
Oh,
to big foul.
never right past.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice.
No point in keeping him in there if I'm not throwing interceptions.
That you can really depend on.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get that ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass.
Can you guys talk for a little bit?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rich. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun to give to the back.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work, he's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the lines, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Release to the back. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna look downfield again. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Come on. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Oh, what'd I do?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. Zings it complete.
Oh, I couldn't get the first down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half.
Very
This offense
frustrating.
has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Hokies are rolling down the field. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
That's caught. It's Rich. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. And that's not the way
I
they
loved
drew
it,
it
too.
up. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Look at that.
Racing down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson
the game up.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
Didn't find any
That's
crease
right
in
there,
that
top of the ball.
kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And of course I messed up.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes a grab on the shot. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
He did not keep
And that
it.
is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire.
No.
He's got him.
Ah.
There might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Rich. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
221 wing, 221 wing. Here we go, here we go.
Quick release by the QB. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dip 3 soda, trick 9, B.
The offense changing the play. He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now they'll run the draw. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Man, I just got into the top 10.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout.
Oh!
Fired in there, but incomplete.
It was a good
No
pass.
doubt, that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from
Good
jump.
call.
Better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw again. Oh, they really could use that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really...
Turning it on. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
It's like my first-year team.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boom kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback
Oh, come on. Give me the first down.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
Oh, dang it.
Fires into traffic.
I tried.
Intercepted. Got some room to run.
I tried.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense.
Try.
You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to
catch him
one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They boot it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good. And I'm
Can't even catch the ball.
I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive.
Catch it,
Carries over to
please.
practice.
Thank you.
Maybe next week.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hokies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Finds his big tight end. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
22 water. 22 on the ready.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like,
Sick, good defense. Yep, great defense.